Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping here, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm really grateful to have you on my channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, I'm also grateful to have you back on my channel once again. And if this is your first time seeing this face, my name is Onyeka and I'm a Nigerian Canadian YouTuber. I make videos all things lifestyle, immigration, healthcare, and nursing tips. And I'm sure that's why you've clicked on this video today, because I'm about to share nursing knowledge today. So in order for you to stick around, you have to support my channel. And some of the ways in which you can support my channel would be by subscribing to my channel. It's just a tiny button down there. Make sure you do subscribe. It's absolutely free. There's no charge when you do subscribe to my channel. And when you do subscribe, please be sure to turn on that bell notification button, as I'm sure that it will notify you whenever I post a video and you will not miss any of my content at all. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to become a nurse in Canada. For those of you who do not know, I am a Canadian trained nurse and a Nigerian trained pharmacist. So I'm going to be dropping some gems for those who do not have a science background and are looking to get into the nursing profession in Canada, and also for those who have science background but still want to get into the profession, for international students and for internationally educated nurses looking to transition and practice as nurses in Canada. I'm also going to be suggesting schools to apply to. I'm talking about the tuition. Okay, if this is something that you are interested in, stick around and don't go anywhere. Before I start this video, I'm just going to give a brief disclaimer that everything I'm saying here is based off of my experience and my research. If for any reason I say something wrong and you have the right information, please be sure to correct me nicely in the comment section, okay? I'm only human. So by now, I'm sure you already know that nursing is a very tasking and demanding profession, and it's also very rewarding because you get to help people and nurse them back to health. And in order for us to provide patient-centered care, we also have to look and feel good at the same time. For me, one of the ways in which I like to show up to work and perform my duties as a nurse is to show up in style. So not only do we have to focus on just what's in here, but we also have to focus on what's out here as well. Physical appearance and our physical wellness. So which brings me to the sponsors of today's video. So today's video is proudly sponsored by Fitville. If you're an OG on this channel, you won't be a stranger to this brand at all. I featured them in a few videos back, which I'm going to link up for you guys to watch. So Fitville is an athleisure company that provides ergonomic footwear, and they just generally enhance the footwear experience. If you're a nurse, you probably understand that it's important to invest in good shoes, which is why I'm very passionate about this brand, because footwear is something that is often overlooked as nurses, and we end up having a lot of foot problems. And one thing that stands out with this brand is that they provide footwear for those people who have wide feet. And for those of you who have wide feet, I know it's also hard for you to find the right and comfortable footwear to wear. So with Fitville, that problem is solved. So no more jamming your foot into those narrow, tight sneakers, and say hello to breathable and stylish sneakers. So Fitville sent me two gorgeous sneakers today, which I cannot wait to unveil for you guys. It's so pretty, guys. I've been rocking two of their sneakers and I've been getting countless of compliments. So the package came in this box, and first I'm going to be showing you guys. So this is the first pair that I'm going to be showing you guys, and this is their Rebound core shoes. It comes in different wide sizes, so for those of you who have wide feet, you can also enjoy this pair. I know a lot of healthcare workers, they always suffer from wearing poorly made shoes. I don't have wide feet, so I don't have a problem with that. Anyways, guys, this pair is so beautiful. You can already see it. It's just so gorgeous. And previously I featured a different color of this shoe, and I knew that I had to get it in a different color, so I chose black. It's so comfortable yet stylish and ergonomic friendly. The shoe is giving everything it's supposed to give. It's so pretty. I cannot wait to rock this pair. It's very sturdy. It doesn't twist, so you can be rest assured that this shoe right here is going to get you through those 12-hour shifts, okay? So like I said, guys, Fitville is sort of like a guard for a healthier lifestyle through sporty ways, because they're aware of the discomfort and the dilemma that many people are faced with for poorly designed shoes. So they decided to make shoes that are very comfortable. So they crafted every detail of their product with the best possible materials and technologies, and trust me, the footwear experience you get is second to none. So this is the second pair that I got. I got this in peach. I think it's peach and coral, two different colors. So the inside is, and it has like this really chunky platform, which I'm living for. It reminds me of the Hoka shoes, but they are not. These are so much more comfortable, and it has a little Fitville logo here. It's so pretty. I cannot wait to rock this. And if I have any discount code, I'll be sure to leave it on the screen. And one thing with this brand, because they make shoes for wider feet, you might also want to measure your feet before you purchase any shoes from them, because they tend to run a little large, especially if you have narrow feet like me. So for me, I sized down for these pairs, but previously I chose my exact size and I found that it was a little free. So like I said, guys, please measure your feet before you make your purchase. They are super, super gorgeous. I'm in love with this shoe. So for a brief background story, like I mentioned earlier, I'm a Nigerian trained pharmacist. I moved to Canada in the year 2018. I got into nursing school September of 2020, and my program ran for 19 months. So I went to the University of Western Ontario for my nursing school, and I did the compressed time frame nursing program. It's also an accelerated program. You'll need to have a bachelor's degree in order for you to get admitted into this program. So it's sort of like a second degree program, and it's an RN program, not the RPN, just in case you're wondering. So my program ran for 19 months, which was 5 semesters. There were no breaks in between. So I had 4 semesters for classes, and then the 5th semester was for my practicum. And that was it. So you have a backstory. So if you're looking to get into nursing, I just want to let you know that there are different types of nursing degrees in Canada. You have the registered nurse, you have the registered practical nurse, or the licensed practical nurse, as different provinces may call it. And then you also have the nurse practitioner. And then you can also go on to further your educations to get a master's in nursing, or a health related field, or a PhD in nursing, which I believe should be one of the highest levels of nursing. So the difference between an RN and an RPN is that their scope of practice differs. For example, in a healthcare setting, RPNs, they are not allowed to give IV push medications, whereas RNs are allowed to. So they're basically the same thing, but they just have different body of knowledges. But RNs study for longer than RPNs. And then if you have an RPN degree, you can then go on to do like a bridging program or something to become an RN. That's it in a nutshell. If you are looking to get into nursing and you do not have a science background, that you didn't take biology, physics, chemistry, and all of that stuff in your secondary school, you'll be required to take these courses. And you can do so by taking like a 1-year pre-nursing degree or a pre-health science program in colleges or in a university. I think you can also take this online. You should definitely check out Athabasca University. I'm going to have their link in my description box. They do a lot of online courses in Canada, and I believe you don't have to be in Canada to take these courses. So if this is something you are thinking of doing, you better start acting now, because we don't have time to waste. For those of you who do not have the science background, it might take you a little longer to get your nursing degree. Unlike me, I have a science background and a healthcare background, so it was a lot quicker for me. From my calculations, it will take you about 4 years if you do not have a science background to get a nursing license in Canada. So assuming you spend 1 year trying to get your pre-health courses done, you also need to get some prerequisite courses. Prerequisite courses basically mean you need to have done a couple of courses such as like anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, statistics, or mathematics done before you can get into this program. That might take a 2nd year before you can get into the accelerated program if that's what you're looking to get into, or you can just go straight into the 4-year nursing program after getting your pre-health courses done. And the 4-year program, as it entails, it will take 4 years. So that's basically like a full undergraduate program. So for those of you who have science backgrounds but do not have the prerequisite courses, you can take these courses online. Each school, they require different courses, but they basically require anatomy, physiology, statistics, or mathematics. So whatever school you're about to get into, make sure you look at what is required of you before applying. And if you haven't taken these courses before, you can go to a college or the university that you're applying to may offer this course. Take Lakehead University, for example. The accelerated nursing program is about 2.5 years, and for the first year, you get to do these prerequisite courses alongside other nursing courses. So you do not need the prerequisite courses in order to get admission, whereas other schools will require you to have these courses done before you can get admitted into the program. In my case, I had these courses done in my pharmacy school in Nigeria, and luckily they were still very relevant for me. So all I had to do was to send my transcript from my previous school in Nigeria over to the school that I was applying to. I did the West evaluation to evaluate it to the Canadian standard, and they accepted it. Mind you, these courses need to have been done within a 7-year time frame. For me, it was the 7th year, so I was very lucky to get away with it. And then in terms of statistics, I did it in my public health, and I did my public health degree in the same school, so it was easy for them to evaluate and they just accepted everything. So if you're an international student, you just finished your secondary school, you're looking to get into the nursing career in Canada, so here's what you're going to do. If you do not have a science background, just refer to the previous information I talked about. If you do have a science background, you're a science student, all you have to do is to get into the pre-nursing program or a pre-health science program, get those prerequisite courses, and then apply to a nursing school. I'm going to leave a link to the video where I talked about nursing schools. It is not an exhaustive list, but you can still go ahead to do your own research. But this is just a video that I made for all the accelerated nursing programs. But for those of you who are coming as an undergrad student, obviously you're not going to get into the accelerated program. You're going to have to do the 4-year nursing program. And I also try to leave a link to a list of schools who offer these courses, okay? Which brings me to tuition. So next I'm going to be talking about the nursing tuition. Please bear in mind that nursing school, it's not cheap, guys. It is not a cheap program to take on. So be sure to check out the tuition for whatever school that you're looking to get into so you don't get stranded. What I mean is that so you do not get an admission and you're not able to afford this tuition. Nursing school tuition is not a joke, guys. So do your research before you apply to that school. Especially as an international student, it is so expensive. I recall for me, I had 5 terms. I was charged in 2 terms. So 2 terms cost about 45,000 Canadian dollars. So at the time I applied, I was not a permanent resident yet. I was applying with the hopes that by the time I get admitted, I would have gotten my permanent residency and I'll be able to afford the program. So when I got my admission into nursing school, I checked my dashboard and what I saw was 45,000 Canadian dollars. But luckily for me, in like 2 weeks, I got my permanent residency approved. I informed the school and my tuition was changed to that of a domestic student and it came down to $7,000. The entire program for me costs about 14,000 Canadian dollars. So whereas if I was an international student, that program would have cost about 90 to 100,000 Canadian dollars. So please do your research so you don't get stranded, okay? So one advice that I would give if you're an international student and you want to get into the nursing program, if you're not able to afford the RN program, please look into the RPN program. It's a lot cheaper. I'm not saying it's like the cheapest program, but it's a lot cheaper. You can now go ahead to do the bridging program if you're still interested in doing that. So, and hopefully somewhere along the lines, you may have gotten your permanent residency. So in essence, get your RPN done and then do the bridging program to become an RN. That's a way to save money. If you're a domestic student, you can also look into getting student loans if you're not able to afford the program still. The next part I'm going to be talking about will be for internationally educated nurses. So Canada being very province different, like everything varies across provinces. I'm in the province of Ontario. So if you're an internationally educated nurse and you're looking to come to Ontario, for example, you're going to have to register with the College of Nurses in Ontario, which is the nursing body. Each province is different. There's the BC body, Saskatchewan body. You get me. So let's say you're a nurse from Ghana, India, wherever. You're going to have to go to the CNO website and then click on the link that says International Educated Nurses. There's a prompt that tells you everything that you need to do. You know that you need to do an NNAS evaluation where you have to send a couple of documents from your home country and then they evaluate you, the number of hours that you've worked, and then that dictates what next for you, because this thing is sort of different for everybody. It's not a one-size-fits-all process. It's different for everybody. So please be sure to read in depth the instructions that is required for you. And for my internationally educated nurses, boys and girlies, please exercise patience because this process can take as long as 2 years. So please be very patient, okay? And while you're waiting, you can be sure to pick up some professions such as healthcare assistants, personal support workers, just to keep the vibe going, okay? And then a few months ago, I made a video about this, which I'm going to link up, but I'm going to mention it briefly here. But be sure to click on that video as I went in depth into this topic. So the province of Nova Scotia, they came up with this new program where internationally educated nurses can become nurses in Canada directly from their home country. You do not need to attend any school here. All you need to do is to submit your document to a certain link that they put up. Again, guys, be sure to check out my description box. I'm going to drop all of these gems here, okay? All you need to do is just follow the instructions that they have put out for you. I know that you do not have to be in Canada to do this process. You just have to apply, and when it's approved, you have to take the Canadian licensing exam in order to become a nurse in Canada. So be sure to look that up, okay? I know after all said and done, you've done the NNAS process and everything. At the end of the day, you still have to take the licensing exam in Canada, known as the NCLEX, either for the RN or the RPN, depending on what you've been instructed to take. So that's it in a nutshell. I don't want to make this video too long. Again, guys, please be sure to check out the link in my description box and check out my nursing playlist where I'm dropping nursing gems. Okay, if you have questions, myself or some of my subscribers who have same experience may be able to answer some of your questions. Okay, all right, guys, I hope this video helps one or two people in their nursing journey. Okay, and if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, like this video, share this video. Okay, and make sure you do subscribe to my channel, guys. That's one way in which you can support me, and that is by subscribing to my channel and liking this video. And that just encourages me to make videos like this that you find helpful and may also be helpful to other people. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care and bye.